Hey, everybody. Couldn't even say it with a straight face. Hey, everybody. I know it's been a while.
Yes.
And you'll have to apologize for that.
Uh-huh.
But welcome to another episode of Funny Stories with Ocean.
Yes.
I can't believe I couldn't even make it through the
It's
first one.
okay. Listen, I have missed you guys. So much, right? I text you guys today and I was like, oh, I missed you guys. We haven't been we haven't shot anything. It was
in a while.
It's been a while because I had something in the works for us, and so they didn't want us to shoot in case whatever. So that's why. But I'm like, fuck that. I miss you guys. You guys, they have to sign us, and I'm not going to sit here and continue to wait on that. We need to shoot some episodes, and people have been asking.
Right.
So it's good to see you, Krissy. Go bang, looking good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
You
How
good?
are you?
Man, I'm blessed. I cannot complain. I've also been selling a gang of t-shirts, hoodies, hats, masks. With my "Don't worry about my life." Don't worry about my life.
Right.
If you would like to get one, hit me on Instagram, and that pays for the studio time with Tom.
Right.
He's not lying. It's expensive.
You know what? Next week, you guys are going to see me. I'm going to rock mine.
You gonna rock
I have
yours?
to support it next week.
Yeah. Okay.
Next
Cool.
week.
All right, so how's your week been? Like, so it's been. I feel like it's been like a month or two, right?
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
What you been doing? What you been up to?
I've been staying in the house.
Okay.
Ocean knows, I'm pretty in the house.
You are pretty in the house.
Yeah, I've just been staying in the house mostly.
I'll be asking you to come out too, and you be like, no.
No. I'd be like, are there
Tom.
going to be more than 2 people there?
She
It's a hard
me.
no for me then.
Exactly. Like there was a comedy show that was an amazing comedy show in Rancho, and I was like, because she lives somewhere in the IE, and I was like, why don't you come to this? And she was like, where is it? And I was like, it's here. And she's like, how many people? And I'm like, well, it's a comedy show. It's going to be passed. She was like, that's a hard no.
It's a no. It's a no.
A no.
That sounds real COVID-y to me. I'm going to stay my ass in the house.
I got my shot though.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I got my shot, and I got to go back for the second one because we filmed Family Feud and a couple of with Steve Harvey, me, Dion, and Brooklyn, and some 2 other people in Celebrity Family Feud. And even though I'm not the celebrity, this is my question I wanted to ask you.
Okay.
Because I haven't talked to you and I haven't seen you.
All right.
Where should I ask to be in the Family Feud line?
Right in the middle.
In the middle, right? Because it's 5, so it's 3 girls and me and D. So should it go Dion, girl, me, girl, or you know what I'm saying? That's what I really want to know. Because I feel like if I go last, or they try to put me last.
Too much pressure to be last.
No, they're just never gonna get to me. I want to get to the fucking, I want to hit the button and shit. I want to do all of that. So I'm trying to figure out where should I be.
Go first.
I can't. D is first. He's the slim.
I say 3 or 4.
3 or 4.
Yep.
So it should be D, 2 girls, me, D.
Yeah.
Or
D, girl, you, girls in the end.
So that's what you're saying. You're saying.
Or either that way.
Okay.
Yeah. D, girl, you, 2 girls at the end, or D, 2 girls, you,
and a girl at the end. Yeah, I don't want to go last. Because if I go last, then I'm never going to get to the fucking hit the thing. And I actually want to get there.
Impress it.
So I can say some stupid shit.
Right.
That's the goal. Like Dion has been hitting me, and he's like, "Yo," he's like serious. He's like, "Don't fuck this up," and I'm like, I'm not gonna fuck. He's like, "Yo, seriously," he's grilled me. He's like, "Yo, listen, it's top 100 answers or top shit. It's not black people. It's fucking they do this survey mid fucking country, so make sure you got it correctly." I'm like, okay, I got it. He's like, are you watching episodes? This motherfucker calls me every day and asks me if I'm watching. I'm like, I got enough of Steve Harvey. I'm good. I'm straight. So it's going to be good. We're going to film this. It's going to be great. I'll tell you guys about it next time. All right, let's get into this show. We are here with the entertainment section with our beautiful co-host, Krissy. Go bang, y'all. Make some noise. Let's go.
Who's that fine sister with the news? It's Krissy. It's Krissy. Who's that fine sister with that ass? It's Krissy. It's Krissy. Newscaster.
Yeah.
Let's get into
Let's get into it.
All right, my first question.
First question.
Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion, they performed at the 2021 Grammy Awards.
Okay.
Cardi B, while looking absolutely beautiful, her body, like her ass it's noticeably fake.
Right.
My question is, have we just accepted women with their fake ass, or has it gone too far?
I think we've accepted women with their fake asses like we've accepted fake titties, right? So it's just something that we've accepted. I just think the stereotype on the fake ass is different than the stereotype on the fake titties. Do you agree?
I agree.
And I just think I'm looking and, she had like 18 pounds of armor on her. And that really pushed her fake ass down. And it looked very bad. I was just like, oh, look at her ass. And it just didn't look good. What do you think? You are a woman that doesn't have fake ass?
A woman that doesn't have fake ass.
Yeah.
I think that it has been extremely accepted that asses are going to be fake now, right? I just think that we need to make sure that it's done properly. Like some of them, they look hard, they look lumpy. It looks like,
Yeah.
I think that what we really need to do is focus on who's doing that fake ass for you.
Right. Okay, so I got to tell you this, right? Because this is what you may not know, and I got to tell the people in the land. I get this question asked to me all the fucking time.
Is your ass fake?
No.
Wow.
Here's what gets asked to me. They go, Krissy is fucking beautiful. Is that her hair? And it is
my hair.
Her hair. So don't ask me anymore. That is Krissy's hair.
Fine.
And if you want to know any other questions about Krissy, just DM her. And I think you would talk to a couple of people, and we should have
I'll let
another
you guys
questionnaire
know.
one time that we did before.
Another
Because people
questionnaire.
really want to know about you. They don't even like me on the show. It's just all about you. They're like, fucking, where's Krissy?
I didn't know that you guys thought my hair was fake.
Yeah.
My hair.
Exactly. they're like, I'm going to show you DMs of people asking me.
Wow.
All right, next question.
All right, next question.
Uh-huh.
Kirk Franklin, his son recorded their private conversation and posted it on Instagram without him knowing. All right? So it all came out. He apologized for the things that he said. My question is, should you have to apologize to the world for a conversation that was meant to be private?
Fuck no.
No.
Right? And Kirk Franklin, I know that but where everybody's talking about he's a preacher, but is he really? What does Kirk Franklin really do?
Right. So my whole thing is Kirk told his son that he was being a bitch ass nigga, right? And did he not just release some private information? Is that not bitch ass nigga shit right there?
Exactly,
like
right.
he just proved
Right, what
that
he was saying.
You a bitch ass nigga.
Right, like how do you...
I'll co-sign it.
Right, like here's my thing though. How do you... I don't know how you want sympathy from me. Like you're a grown ass man. Your dad is talking to you like another grown ass man. He probably talked to you like that his whole life.
Right.
My mom talked to me the same way my whole life. And so now you're releasing it. And it's
Right.
like, what did you want to accomplish with that? You wanted everybody to know that Kirk Franklin cursed you out.
Right.
I don't understand.
If you
what
don't want
was
to be
the goal.
called a bitch ass nigga,
Don't do bitch ass
Don't
nigga
be
shit.
out here doing bitch ass nigga shit.
Right. When motherfuckers be like me, they be like, you on that light skin shit. I be like, you absolutely right. And he was on some bitch ass nigga shit. That's why his dad knows him. And his dad knows he's a bitch ass nigga. And that's exactly what happened.
Father knows best.
Father knows best. I just don't understand. I think we need to now get out of the area where privacy is being put out, right?
Right.
Like, I didn't like what you remember when the Clippers owner, he said all the racist stuff, or he didn't even really say anything racist. He just said he didn't want his side piece fucking with no niggas, right? I don't feel like he should have given up his team for that. He was in a conversation with his girl and she recorded it. And so we're on a slippery slope where now our stuff is being recorded and put out and we're held accountable in a private situation. I just don't, who knows what people say privately all the time?
Right. Y'all don't want to hear the off the wall things that I say.
I say crazy shit in private all the time.
So do I.
Right.
Right.
Mainly
So,
to myself. I yell crazy shit to myself.
all right.
Why
next
didn't you put the
question.
seat down? Literally said that to myself. That I live alone.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
no. I get into arguments with like girls in my head and what I'm about to say, and I'll be sitting in the car like this bitch gonna tell me that I can. I'm just talking to myself.
Right.
So yeah. So
Right.
all right, Krissy. Next question.
Meghan Markle sat down with Oprah Winfrey and said that she did not know the royal family was racist. My question, do you believe her?
You want to do this, Tom?
What, a bunch of old white people with money that they made from taking black people's land? They're racist? What? That's some crazy shit. I ain't never.
I can't believe
Why
it.
would you
I
I can't imagine
I can't
a bunch of old uppity white people
Right.
who's only got money because they took that shit from brown people.
Right.
They're racist?
They're racist.
That's the craziest shit I ever heard.
I don't know what was going on. I walked in this big ass castle. There was no black people in sight, and I wouldn't think that these motherfuckers would. Come on.
Yo,
Come on.
I feel for Megan,
I know.
but come on, girl. Sis.
Come on.
Sis.
Come on.
I'll tell you what, though. Meghan Markle's going to destroy Disney.
Oh, yeah. As
Because
far as
every little girl who's wants to grow up to be a princess, they're going to look at her and go, nah, homie.
what? Nah, homie.
She did it.
No.
Right.
She literally married into the royal family. They started here, and now she's here. And she's
Right.
like, nah, I'm out.
I'm out.
And now they live in Santa Barbara.
We're crazy.
So little girls are going to be like, I don't want to be a princess.
Right. She
I-
destroyed the whole. I didn't even think of that.
She destroyed that whole thing.
Yeah.
But I will say that Prince Harry has raised the standard, right? He walked away from his entire country, all that money. So now when these fools are out here talking about they can't block Lakeisha, just walk away. Walk away.
they can't block.
You can't
Lakeisha.
unfollow. You can't do what?
You can't do what? Yo, that's gonna be the next argument on every girl in America. But
Right.
Prince Harry can leave motherfucking the castle and money, and you can't block Keisha.
Right.
That shit is funny. I also want to say she has some amazing pussy. That's what everybody's not talking about. Her pussy is amazing. First of all, let's just think about it. She went out with, oh boy, what's his name? The commentary dude.
Pierce.
Pierce.
Did
What's
she?
what's his name?
she-
Pierce?
Pierce Morgan.
Pierce Morgan. That's why he talks so much shit about her.
Right.
Oh, that? I
She
thought he was
ghosted
just
him.
an
So
uppity
she
white
ghosted him,
motherfucker.
so they probably
That's how
fucked.
good your shit was.
They probably fucked, and this motherfucker has been the whole time searching for her pussy in broad daylight with a flashlight, and he mad every time he can go on TV and talk shit about
talks
her.
about her
That's how good her
nonstop.
pussy is. And then
Pierce Morgan?
Yes, and then she went and fucked the prince and got this motherfucker to leave his country. That's hey, Megan, I
Walk.
don't give a fuck. She
Walk.
the queen.
Let's-
She,
let's
that's
clap
the
for the walk.
And that's the end of
That's it.
Pierce
entertainment.
Morgan?
She fucked.
That
I think
grumpy,
it's Pierce Morgan.
Pierce
I know
Morgan.
who he is, but that
Yeah.
is a grumpy ass.
He's grumpy
Right.
because Megan fucked him and left.
She
Nah,
ghosted
he
him.
looked like that
He talks
before.
about how she
He
ghosted
talks
him.
about it. How she
Really?
she ghosted him. Just Google. He went on the thing and was.
I heard that. I
Yeah.
thought he was just talking shit because he's an old racist English person.
He went out with her and she ghosted his
And
ass.
he's like, he even said
did
in one
they
of the
go
interviews.
out?
They went
He
out.
said,
did
I
they
really
date
liked
it?
her.
They-
I think they just went out, and he was like, I really liked her, all this type of stuff. He talks about how he put her in a cab, and so she could go home, and she took the cab to the party where she met Prince Harry
Yes.
and never talked to him again.
Yes. So this is what I said. I said they either had sex
Mm-hmm.
and it was whack, and he put her in a cab, and that's where she went to the party, or they were at the whatever. They had wine. He was whack. She was like whatever. She went to the party, met whatever. But they went on a date,
Yeah.
and it was whack. And she was like, I'm good.
Right.
And she went and met the motherfucking prince.
Literal prince.
Literal prince. He fucked and has now moved. That is some great. You girls, you ain't making a motherfucker leave a castle. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. You want to talk about you ain't leaving. This motherfucker left the castle
He did.
for some pussy. All right, well that's the end of entertainment news. Hey, yeah. I'm just thinking about her pussy. God, that's some great pussy. All right, everybody.
I'm gonna
All
have
right,
to
we
walk
about to
off
bring
on
our
that.
guests. You're gonna walk off and show everybody you're off in the whole nine, looking beautiful and gorgeous. All right. It's that time, man. I'm so excited for this guest, man. This guy, he runs the hottest comedy show in the country, Chocolate Sundaes. He was there from day one making this happen. He's also my brother from another. We kind of look alike, everybody says, and he just runs LA and all that good stuff. I need everybody to start clapping, y'all. Krissy go bang time, everybody. Ben in the building. Come on, Ben. Let's get in here. Yeah. What's good, baby? You good? All right.
Yeah, I'm good.
That's right. How you been?
So I've been good. How about yourself?
It's good to see you.
Oh man, it's good to see you too.
Probably want to bring that mic a little bit closer.
Let me bring this around
to you.
here. Let's see here.
Okay.
How's that? We good?
All right. First.
All right, cool.
All right. So here's my.
Let me crack open this Truly real quick.
Oh,
if you
you
don't
get
mind.
that Truly.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. They all
Cheers, my
sponsor
brother.
us.
All right, that'll
Do you
work.
drink like these?
I drink all alcohol. As most of these stories, any story that I tell you will have alcohol involved. So yes.
Has alcohol involved? What's your favorite alcohol that if you had to go to, what would it be?
It would be whiskey.
Whiskey.
Yeah.
Whiskey and what?
It would be Johnny Walker Black Label. That's my go-to. Or Maker's Mark, one or the other. You know what I'm saying?
Maker's Mark.
Yeah. But
For
I'm a
sure.
whiskey
Did you
man.
put anything in it or just straight?
Straight.
You a champion.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. I gotta feel it though. See, if I can drink something I don't feel, then it's gonna be trouble.
It's
I'm
gonna be
gonna drink
trouble.
fast and I'm gonna drink a lot. So I need to burn. I need to burp. I need to feel like I'm hurting myself a little bit.
Right.
You know, to chill out.
Okay, so how did you get into so everybody knows you. You do Chocolate Sundaes. You run it. You make it packed and make it the greatest show that has ever been on this planet. How did you get into that? How did you start doing that?
Long story short, me and my brother Chris decided we wanted to start promoting, and he was working at the bank.
Okay.
Pookie walks in the bank and he gets a glance at this dude's check.
All right, now Pookie is
the executive producer, creator of Chocolate Sundaes.
Right.
And he just asked him, well, what do you do? And Pook goes through, real estate and all these other things. And he said, I also have a comedy show in Hollywood. So my brother was like, well, me and my brother had been thinking about promoting because when we throw our regular parties, it's cracking.
Correct.
I went to a lot of different high schools. I knew a lot of different people. He was just a popular guy. So Pook said, well, come on down to the office and we'll talk about you guys promoting. So we come down. I'm going to make this story real fast.
Yeah.
So we come down to the office. He says, all right, I don't have the time to deal with you guys. I'm gonna put you with Chris Spencer, who was the host at the time. They've been going for about 6 months now, six to eight months. And so we get with Chris Spencer, and Chris and our cousin Larry don't come to the meeting. So Chris comes. So I meet with Chris, and he's like, I want to do a show called Chocolate Sundaes No Nuts.
What?
At the Laugh Factory, a 6 o'clock show with no cursing. And I want to go for the church crowd, the people that's leaving church around that time of day. So we make up these flyers with Chris as an angel floating in the air with a halo around his head. And they send me out to the Crenshaw Christian Center and West Angeles. And I'm hitting the upper room Pentecostal Church of Jesus Christ in Zion. I'm everywhere. I'm passing out these flyers. And, it's like a 2-week lead up time. And one person shows up to the show.
Oh, wow.
It's a disaster.
It's a disaster.
Right. Well, thank you. You know what I'm saying? So
You was the one person from church.
that one person.
we don't even give it nothing. 1 week it was over. All right. So now Pookie's like, well, I see what these kids are doing because I still give everybody the props.
Right.
Chris and Larry know y'all wasn't doing nothing, but I
Right.
give them the props. So he brings us in and says, well, what I want to do is I want to start a 10 o'clock show.
Right.
I'm going to let y'all do all the promotion. All I'm going to do is provide you with the Laugh Factory and the comics. The rest of it is on you. You figure out what your own flyers are going to be, how they going to RSVP, how you going to run your guest list, the whole nine. And I remember Chris and Larry was like, nah, man, we want to do a show that's already going. We don't want to do a show with no help. Like, we're trying to start off. I was like, well, I'll do it. They were like, wait. All right, we'll do it. We'll do it. So, we went hard. And this time it was a little bit better. We would go to Kinko's every night and print out our flyers. And we would go to 4 or 5 clubs, pay the DJ $200 to shout us out.
Right.
So then when the girls saw us and we talked to them, we had the name recognition. Then we go to Jerry's Deli till the sun came up.
Deli. Do you remember Jerry's Deli?
In
Krissy?
Beverly Hills?
You never went to... Jerry's
Legendary.
Deli. Legendary, boy. Tom, do you remember
guys
Jerry's
didn't grow
Deli?
up in LA. I'm not from LA.
Yeah, we
So
can't
this
say
is
where
it was
you're
like
from.
Barry's
Yeah.
before Barry's.
Yeah, she don't probably know what that
she
is.
probably don't know what
either.
Barry's
Yeah,
is.
oh my
Okay.
God.
Well, Jesus Christ. Well, I don't know if you're from. Where are you from?
I.e.
Oh, so it's like Applebee's at happy hour. You know, it's the bees. It's the
Applebee's.
Right.
Yes, there we go.
You know,
It was not like
it's like
Applebee's.
Chili's and they baby back ribs, like yeah, but no. So
It was not.
so long story short, man, we went out and the first show we did was my birthday, and it was crazy. It was bananas. We packed out the bottom, and the second show we sold out the show.
Right.
And it was like a thing.
And
then eventually money got involved. And me and I had my own company, and Chris and my cousin Larry, they had their own companies.
Right.
So at one point we were splitting the money 3 ways, and I was like, hey man, so why are we splitting the money 3 ways when there's 2 companies?
right.
And then so that happened. And then Larry kind of got involved in doing other things. He was like doing Forex before anybody was doing Forex. He was the first guy with the little squiggly lines, and he ended up stepping off. So then it was just me and my brother Chris. And it became a little competitive between us and Pookie and Chris Spencer.
Right.
To where it was finally like, let's stop competing against each other and let's just all promote both shows.
Right.
Because we all one big happy family anyway.
Right. And your show was probably kicking their ass.
Oh my God.
Yeah, of course. It
10
was.
o'clock show. I mean,
Okay.
to this day, the 10 o'clock show still kicks 8 o'clock shows.
Yeah. The 10 o'clock show
Yeah.
is like the show to be
That's
at.
it.
It's not even like, you know what I mean? The 7 is
No,
good.
so, right. Now we 7 and 9. Yeah,
7 and 9.
So the 7 show is where you need to be if you have to work.
Right.
You know, if you have everything that's going, but if you out, and that's if you have other things you may want to do for the night. But if you're trying to make a night of it, the late shows.
The late show.
Yes, sir.
So let me ask you this question. Have you and DeRay ever been in the same room together? Do you get that a lot? Do people just say that? Especially because your hair. Go ahead, Tom.
Look,
Say something, and I don't want to sound racist.
So go ahead. It's not racist, but all black people look alike.
No. I was going to say, why didn't you tell me DeRay was coming over
oh my God.
when he got out of the car? And then I also thought, man, DeRay put on a little COVID weight.
Oh, man.
I thought the same thing when I was walking up. I
thought
was
it
gonna
was
say,
DeRay,
I was
yeah.
like, oh, I'm gonna ask this nigga what it's like to have 2 bitches.
Wow.
But Brandon's probably had 2 bitches. You can ask that question.
I can definitely.
You can definitely ask that
we can talk
question.
about it.
Exactly.
I mean, we can turn this into a whole.
Exactly. We can turn this into an event.
I mean, how much time do you guys have?
Exactly.
But
He's like, yeah, I look like D-Ray. That means I'm doing that D-Ray shit as well. And I'm the
Right,
motherfucker that bring
right.
all the girls. Yes.
Right.
This is true.
So, first off, the first time I walked into the Laugh Factory, I got the joke. So
Right.
this is going on almost 20 years now.
Right.
I started when I started on my 18th birthday. I'm 38, so it's been 20 years.
Right.
There isn't a week that goes by I don't get a D-Ray joke.
Damn.
Now the thing is, you know, me and D-Ray are really good friends.
Right.
You know, I talk to D-Ray probably 2 or 3 times a week. At this
Right.
point. And he's bigger than me now because, you know, he got swole for Snowfall.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And,
Okay.
and he be in the gym anyway. But no, so D-Ray is, you know, I was on the road with him to do some, you know, doing some like little, he had hired me as like a little a business manager, assistant or something, kind of be Pookie when Pookie wasn't there. I don't know if I
Right.
put too much out there. But long story short, so I was on the road with him across the nation for about 8 months. And, you know, it was just, you know, it was one rule on the road, don't talk to D-Ray girls.
Absolutely.
And D-Ray has if you see his 2 girlfriends, I would have picked them. If it was a lineup of 100 girls, I would have picked them out.
You would pick them out.
Yeah, but no,
So he's like Chris Brown. He has the same
He has
sort
a
of type
He has
of
a type.
girls. Yes.
yeah, so.
Can I tell a D-Ray story real quick? Let
Yes,
me tell a
please,
D-Ray
please,
story
let's go.
quick. All right,
Let's
so
go.
I'm at, you know, people, I don't look as much like D-Ray as you do because you have like the hazel eyes and the hair, and my hair isn't long, but I do the, like people comment on my Laugh Factory video, they'll be like, oh, D-Ray, I thought that was D-Ray. He had gained a little weight. And I had a little beard too, but I've shaved mine down. It was so people comment, go look at the comments, they'll be like D-Ray, whatever. And so it's like 4 of us that kind of look like each other. Me, you, D-Ray, and what's the dude, the Old Spice dude? He's in like God, I forget his name,
Old
but he's
Spice.
like a youth. He's like a social media star.
The dude on the horse?
No, the social media
The
star.
light-skinned dude, he really like D-Ray. King
Karan?
King
Karan. There we go.
So us four, back in the days, I put a montage together where all of us all look alike, right? And listen, so I'm in the, he has the Monday night, right? And this is a classic because you brought up DeRay girls. That's the one rule is don't fuck with DeRay girls.
Right.
So I'm in the hallway and a girl, I don't know the rule. I'm just, it's a bad bitch.
Right.
I'm there.
Right.
I'm just talking to her, right? This dude comes up to me and is like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, what? He's like, man, that's my girl. I'm like, no, what? He's like, yeah, man. I'm like, why? What? He's like, yeah, every bitch in here is mine. And I was like, well, touche. And then touche, my nigga. I'm like, I want to get on this stage.
Right.
I don't give a fuck. I'm not in
They all
competition.
yours. It's
They're
like,
all
look,
yours. They're all yours. So that's how it was. The rule was.
That was, hey, just don't. If she looked like she a DeRay girl, just walk the other way. Don't even engage. You know what I'm saying? Just assume that you're supposed to be doing something for her because she's here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they would just sit go get DeRay girls into the show. What they look. Never mind. I already know to go. And if there was two girls that wasn't, they was getting in anyway. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this question, dude, because like people think that I look like I get a couple of people. I get DeRay, and then I get I used to get Ice Cube, which I hated.
Oh, Shay Jack.
Wow.
Jack.
You look like his son.
That's- so now I look like
crazy.
his son.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm good with that because nobody's ever been like Ice Cube's attractive. I mean, he's a cool dude, but no girl is like, I want to fuck him. But the son, they want to get
The son,
with.
so
I'm with it,
They be
right?
a little thirsty on Twitter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm cool with that. All right, cool. So I kind of think, do you think you look like DeRay though?
Be real with yourself.
Yeah, be real with yourself.
I think
Be real with yourself.
You know,
That is
keep it on. You know what we gotta do when this episode comes out? We gotta put it side by side.
of everybody that you
Exactly.
Right. So no, I don't think I look like him. I think we look like we could be related. You know what I'm saying? Like when people see the same characteristics, and they automatically put you in boxes because, like, we look like we could be related, but then people might think that it is what it is.
I'm sorry.
Am I too
Now,
loud?
me and you look like we could be
Right.
related.
Yeah,
So,
you and him.
But you know, I can.
You and DeRay.
Now, here's one that had me actually sit down and do some math. Was people started saying like Sage the Gemini, and I was like, how old is this dude? Because I'm old enough to be his daddy. You know
Sage
what I
the
mean?
Gemini, is that the singer dude?
Yeah, the singer dude.
The one that sings like,
3
I'm a
years.
handsome
If he
man?
was 2 or 3 years younger, then I would probably think that was a long lost child of mine.
Is that the dude that saying I'm a handsome? Or I'm
No,
not,
that's Jadonna. That's another one that gets looped in the whole. That's another
If you
one.
had red hair, does he have red hair?
He got red hair. If I was to
Okay.
red it out and,
Yeah.
put a product on it, and a bow tie.
I dare you to Photoshop DeRay's face on the cover photo of this video.
Yes.
And
I
see
swear to God,
how many people be like, oh, that.
Yeah.
DeRay.
See, that's just so funny on that because I'm gonna be excited about this because it's gonna get people off me saying that I look like DeRay on the
You
video.
gotta get DeRay on the show. That's
I'm gonna get DeRay on the show.
I remember, let me tell you my quick story.
Okay.
One time we had to, I think it was the
This
Cabana.
is a DeRay
It
show.
was a DeRay show. Whatever we're talking about now is DeRay. Shout out to DeRay. No, DeRay.
No, yeah, he's a
DeRay
good
is that's
dude.
my
Yeah,
guy.
yeah,
This is
yeah,
a cool dude.
yeah.
No, so
I have gang of DeRay stories though.
here's when I'm first starting to get to know him, right? We in the club and he's with this little bad, I don't know.
He fucks bad bitches.
She's crazy. And what's crazy is she resembles the woman that I may end up telling the story about. So
Okay.
we're gonna see, but it's not the same one. But anyway,
Right.
so I remember, we used to go through this thing where it's like people would say, "Oh, you look like DeRay," or "DeRay looks like you." And I remember his whole thing was like he would stop and be like, "Yo, who looks like who? Does he look like me or do I look like him?"
Right.
And I remember she was like, "You look like him." He was like, "Bitch," and walked away from her. Goddamn, okay, cool. That's what's up. But I mean, he used to get cussed out from girls because he'd be going to get a club and they'd be like, "Ben, let me in," and he'd be
Right.
like, I'm fucking DeRay.
Yeah.
You want to get
yeah.
in? Come see me at the Improv. You know what I'm saying? Don't come over here. So. Shout
He
out
has
to
never let me go on the road with him. I don't know if I would ever like.
You shouldn't have tried to talk to one of
I
his
mean,
girls.
listen,
I
it was,
know.
I didn't even. I was
Broke the
just,
rule.
I know. I just had kind of just started in comedy.
Yeah.
I was just going up there. I'm on. I love women. I'm in there trying to talk to He got the baddest girls that go to his show.
If you gonna pick one, it's probably the
It's
one
gonna
that
be
you're not supposed to pick.
Exactly. And he came, and I'll never forget that. I have another one, just real quick, and then we'll get off of it. It's funny. I
got a DeRay story.
You got a DeRay story? Oh, no.
Let's
remember-
Let's open up the phones.
Caller, do you have a DeRay story?
I remember I had just started in comedy. I was making a little noise or whatever in comedy, and I go to the Laugh Factory. You know, I just get to LA. I'm in awe of all of the comics. Right? I've seen DeRay on TV. I'm a fan. Right? So he comes walking, and I'm like, oh shit, here's my time to say hello to fucking DeRay. Right? So I walk up to him, I'm like, what's up, man? Ocean. And like straight face. He like, what's your name? And I said, Ocean. And he was like, yeah, you the nigga everybody keeps saying stealing my jokes.
What?
And I was like,
shit.
my face dropped because I'm a fan of this thing. I'm not stealing anything. I'm in shock. He's like, yeah, man, you know, I was like that with Mike Epps and shit. You know, you got to get your own style, though. But you know what? Continue that shit and walk the fuck away.
Wow.
And I was like,
He sunned you.
sunned me. Like, it was.
But he knew about you.
He knew about me and he sunned me. It was
Damn.
so late. I didn't know at the time, but later, that's what I'm saying. I thought about it and he had sunned me so bad. And I was just like, it was almost like either like you fucking stay in it,
Right.
or you just get out of it.
Or you just
and
shut
I
it
was
down.
just like that, and I was just like, damn. But then, you know, I would see him later on. He was super cool, but it was just that first time he sunned me
Damn.
hard as shit. And then it was the time, don't fuck my bitches. And I was like,
there it is.
There it is.
There it is.
But I mean, in your defense, I've seen one of DeRay's girls, Ashley, like his main.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know who she was, but we were both at like this outdoor shopping center, and she must have thought I was a stalker because I just stared at this bitch for a solid 45 minutes, and then I said hello to her and shit.
Right.
So I understand how you could try to steal one of I tried to steal one
You
of
still
DeRay's
trying
girls.
to, did he get to you and was like, do not take one?
He wasn't there because he probably would have been like, "Hey,
Hey, you too. Let me break this rule down to you real fast.
Let me break it down to you. Oh, my bad.
Ashley, holla at me, follow me back." Boo.
Hilarious.
All right, I can
She got a
literally.
clothing line too. It's
She
pretty
has,
dope.
and I buy her jewelry. It's
Yeah.
the closest I'm.
Okay, so
dope.
I could
Dope.
talk to you literally, because you my man, like
Yes, sir.
100 grand. I could talk
yeah.
to you forever, but how we do on this podcast, we got a time constraint, so it's something that we can't do.
Okay.
So again, so the name of this podcast, and I appreciate you coming on always. I'm gonna have you again.
Oh, yeah.
So you gotta have another story.
Oh, I
when
got you,
come.
I got you.
All right, but the name of this podcast is called Funny Stories with Ocean, and what we do is we have the guests come on.
Okay.
They tell a story, a funny story about anything that's happened to them in their life. It could be about anything. It could be something you told before or not, but it's just new to our audience and our show. So,
Cool.
Funny Stories with Ocean featuring Ben is on you, fam.
All right, cool.
All right. It's so funny because I don't know what you're gonna tell, but we've had major conversations.
We've had some conversations.
We've
so
had
it's
some
like, where is he
I
gonna
don't
go
know
with
where
this?
you're gonna do it.
Let me take a sip of this.
Okay, take that. Just to let you know, because we've had some conversations. All right, go
I
ahead.
think where to go. All right, so listen, I'm gonna tell you the story about the most craziest birthday I've ever had in my entire life.
Okay.
On my birthday.
right.
Me and my friends go bowling every Monday. We used to go bowling at Lucky Strike Hollywood every Monday. So this time my birthday falls on a Monday, and we bowling. And as we get in there, you know, we in there deep. Now we got girls in there. You know, it's just we in there about 45 people deep.
Right.
The homies, the girls, we bowling. Everybody buying me drinks and shots or whatever. So I'm going back and forth to the bar because people are leaving me drinks there. You know, everybody got to be. You know, you can't just stay at the bar because you bowling or whatever. So go to the bar. There's this crazy, bad, ambiguous looking race girl, look Asian, black, white, Mexican, everything, all mixed.
All mixed.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Bad.
just a killer.
Right.
Like a certified assassin.
Right.
And I see her kind of sitting off to the side, and I'm like, whatever. I got enough girls with me. I don't have time to, you know, she
Right.
bad, but I'm gonna keep on doing my thing. I'm drinking.
Right.
So the homies is all over there like, dude, did you see that girl at the bar? I'm like, yeah, I seen her, man. They was like, well, I'm gonna go get at her. So boom, one homie tried, two homie tried. Long story short, like 5 of the homies went over there and tried to shoot at her, and she shut them all down.
Right.
The 6th homie goes, and she was like, no, but I like your guy who was over here getting the drinks. I think it's his birthday, so send that to him. So it gets back over, and they was like, yeah, you know, well, she said she was kind of feeling you. I was like, well, okay. You know, let me show you guys. Let me show you how it's done. I guess it's my birthday, whatever. You know, let the nigga who look like DeRay go do this. You feel me?
Yeah. Let these light skinned heads of high powers.
Let me show you. Right. Let me.
Yeah,
it was definitely like, you know, like Voltron coming together, like the Captain America rings, Earth, Wind, Fire, Heart. So I walk over there. And when I get over there, the bartender, that's my homegirl, she's like, hey, man, I want you to meet my friend. Before I could even get this to even move, she was like, and I was like, well, who's your friend? And her friend is this girl. I cannot remember her name. I would use it. But she was like, this is my friend. Boom. So I started talking to the friend. We hit it off. And I'm like, yo, you know, are you here by yourself? Yeah, I'm here by myself. Like,
this is the bad one.
This the killer. This the bad one.
All right.
So you're here by yourself. Yeah, I'm here by myself. Why are you here by yourself? Well, because, you know, I just wanted to get out. I don't get out the house too much. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I could dig that. You know, girls don't like that much attention all the time. So to make a long story short, I stopped bowling. People are like, Ben, it's your turn. Bowl. I don't care. I'm here with this one. I'm locked in. And as I'm talking, I'm like, yo, I don't believe how incredibly, like, just crazy beautiful this woman is. So we start talking, and my birthday's before Thanksgiving. So we start talking about Thanksgiving. What are you going to do for Thanksgiving? She's like, well, you know, I'm going to go eat with my family. I was like, well, damn, you know, I don't really have no family to eat with. Can I come eat with you? And she was like, you would do that? And I was like, bitch, do you see how bad you are? Of course. I want to meet your daddy right now. What are we talking about? Shit, we can go. Where they at? Where they stay? Where they stay? I'm on the way.
Exactly.
And I was thinking, like, who wouldn't want to go eat Thanksgiving with you? You know what I'm saying? What is that about?
Right.
So then I'm like, you know, on the flip side, well, what you doing right now? She's like, well, let's go get something to eat. All right, well, boom, let's go get something to eat. So we mob out, and I'm like, you know, shit, it's my birthday. You know, you're a lady. Why don't you just put your arm around me? So you would put your arm, you would let me hold your arm to walk out of here? Like, bitch, are you blind? Yes.
So you kind of like, why is she saying she don't understand how far you just think she humble and meek or whatever?
I think she's super humble, or she don't, or maybe she was fat.
Right, back in the
and
day.
now she went and got some, or you know, maybe she was ugly and she just or she just don't know, you know, maybe she was raised and bullied. I don't know. I'm confused, but I'm whatever. I'm riding with it. So boom, this is before Uber. Sarah Mello had bought me a bottle of Maker's Mark 48. So I got a bottle of Maker's Mark 48 in one hand. I got the girl on the other hand, and we catch a taxi cab to Kitchen 24.
Right.
I go to Kitchen 24, and we in Kitchen 24, and we go sit at the bar. And first Kitchen 24 sometimes has a wait. So I about the taxi cab with this girl with a bottle in hand. Security sees me and was like, dude, cut this line, get this man a seat right now, because the girl is so crazy. So we move in, we go sit at the bar. And as we go sit at the bar, what happens? She gets up to go use the restroom.
Right.
Either I use it or she was. And also she goes use the restroom, and when she goes use the restroom, everybody, like the bartender says to me, was like, yo, is that you? I was like, yeah. He was like, bro, that's you? Bro, drinks on the house, my guy. Take that. The waiter comes and was like, hey, man, I see what you're doing.
Right.
Don't trip.
Don't trip.
Food on the house, right? So I mob to the bathroom. 2 dudes come and catch me in the bathroom like, nigga, what did you walk in here with? I'm like, yo, I'm killing these dudes today. How I get approached by like 4 people, like, yo, because you know how people are like, yo, that's you doing it, bro. Like, so I get the big fist. Long story short, we eat half our food, and it's like, I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? We about 4 or 5 free drinks in. I'm ready to go. Let's get to the house. So she lives on Highland, you know, damn near walking distance from the bowling alley. But we catch a cab to her house. We go in her house, and now as I'm getting in the house, things get a little strange.
Okay.
Wait, was it DeRay's girl?
Right. Was the picture of DeRay on the mantle? Was he sitting on the couch? Yeah, like, no.
That's why I love you, Ty.
That is hysterical.
The DeRay girl didn't jump out in the room like, hey, you gonna talk to my bitch?
Right.
Hey, don't talk to my girls.
Don't talk to my girls.
Right. When I get there was another one looking like her. And DeRay, where you been, bitch? You been out? No. Oh, shit. So I get there. And
walk in is strange.
I walk in, and she has this big I'm talking about a television that's about as tall as the ceiling, and then she has about 8 stacks of DVDs that are as tall as a TV next to the television. And I'm thinking like no one in their right mind has enough time to watch this many DVDs unless you just never leave the house.
Right.
Like ever leave the house. But I'm not tripping. I'm like, maybe she's on her Quentin Tarantino, you know what I mean? Because he watched every video he could at the video store. I let that slide. I don't even care because she's so bad. I'm at the house, bro. This is the first night. I'm about to tear it down. I'm about to tear it down. It's over. It's a wrap. Yeah. Oh no. We about to get one of the stories where they say, well, do you fuck on the first night it works? Yeah. Hell yeah. We got married. I'm already, in my mind, I'm thinking about Thanksgiving, bro. Like, what am I going to cook? What do I need to order from Chef E Double in order to bring over so I can really impress these people? So I say, can I go to the restroom? So I go to the restroom. I get in the restroom. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? It's like she's preparing for the end of the world with feminine products. We got like sanitary napkins up to the roof, and we got body spray up to the roof, and we got Summer's Eve up to the roof, and it's toilet paper, and everything is like about as tall as me. I'm 6'3", so it's only space to walk in the bathroom to the toilet, a little carved out space for the shower and the sink, and it's just products stacked up. Wow. And I notice a little mildew above her shower, so I come out like, if you want me to, I can clean the mildew for you.
She's that bad.
Like I can knock out the mildew.
got
And
that.
she's like, don't worry about it. I've tried every product. It's just there. We have to take the paint off. We have to strip the paint. And she's going through it like a construction worker would. I'm like, okay, well, I mean, that would have been something I would have done. Strip the paint off, repaint it.
You walk in, she's so bad. You look at. Do you need me to go ahead and get that mildew for you?
I can get that for you.
I can get that for you if you need me to.
Right,
there ain't no way you should be in this.
Right, we're gonna go take a trip to Home Depot today. Okay, like what they open at 6. When I'm done here, I'll go to Home Depot. I'll be right back. So, I'm almost. So here we go.
You good? Go ahead.
So let me think. All right, so now I'm in the kitchen. I want to drink a little bit more, and I'm eating the rest of the food.
Right.
And you can kind of see like her. It's an old-fashioned apartment, so the setup is a little weird, but you can see the bedroom from the kitchen. Okay? So she's sitting on the bed like, well, hurry up. Like, you in there taking too long. And I was like, don't trip. I'm finna come in there and beat that pussy up.
Right.
And now I hear silence. I'm like, well, what the fuck? Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe I pushed this. Maybe I was expecting to smash. You know what I'm saying? I don't know when I made a mistake. So all of a sudden, I start to hear sniffles. Like, is she in there crying?
Right.
Okay, so I go in there and I see she's crying and she's sitting on the edge of her bed and she's crying. I'm like, yo, what's wrong? She's like, you don't want me. I'm like, listen to me, motherfucker. I can guarantee you I want you. She's like, no, you don't want to be with me. You don't want to be with me. And she's starting to really like tear up. So I'm like, dude, what's wrong? What's wrong? Like, no, don't just think because I came on the first night or I'm not that type of guy. Like, I'm ready to try to make this work. We can. Right. So I lay her down and she's crying. And I'm like, dude, listen, I want you. And I got her by the back of her head and I'm starting to unbutton her shirt. Right. All right. Because I'm still trying to smash. I'm like, okay, exactly, she just needs some reassurance. Right. Is what she needs.
Right. This was before cancel culture.
Right. This is before. And then I mean, look, people getting canceled for trying to shoot a shot. Had she said no, it would have been different. But I'm thinking she's just insecure because she already showed these insecurities earlier. So I'm trying to make her feel secure. But at the same time, I'm trying to get mine on. Yeah. So I start feeling the breast. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Maybe that's what is wrong because there's no. I'm an aficionado at seeing what's going on with these implants. Right. There's no real breast underneath this. She was like flat chested, like a little boy. Right. So maybe that's why she was so insecure because she was a little boy, and or like flatted like a little boy. They called her a little boy, young man, all these other things, and she just never thought she was cute till she got the implants. So now I'm leaning in. I pick her leg up, and now I'm about to lean in for the kiss. Like I'm trying to talk to her, but she's still crying. So she's like, "No, I'm telling you," and I run my hand down her thigh.
Oh no.
And I feel something touch my hand. I said, oh
no.
I pop back up. And I'm trying. And it's like, so a lot of different things are going through my mind right now. First, I'm trying to bring the soberness back
Tears.
Like, oh shit, she was afraid. I'm like, but why all the female products in the bathroom? I don't understand. Like, I don't like. It's all. And then finally it clicks. Boom. Okay, no, that was a penis. I settled on that was a penis because now at this point she's sitting up, tits out, and she's like, I told you didn't want me. I told you didn't want me. Just leave. And I'm like, okay. So I'm walking around like a chicken with his. I'm trying to find, like, where's the liquor? Where is the liquor? I got to find the liquor. So I find the bottle. Oh, God. And I'm panicking. And she's like, just get out. And I'm like, I'm leaving. So she's crying, but like, I'm not running out. I'm like walking kind of slow because I'm confused, right? And I'm hearing her cry. And she's crying like, hey. And then every now and then it'll be like, And I'm like, every time I did it, it was like, wait, is that a man cry? And she trying to fake the woman cry through the man cry? So long story short, I get up out of there, man. I call Sarah Mello. She came to pick me up back at the bowling alley. That was closed. I was just standing out front drinking liquor at like 3:30 in the morning.
Like a wino.
Right, like a loser, you know, and had her drop me off at one of my chicks' house. And I was like, listen here, baby, you're not going to work tomorrow. I got some shit I need to work out, and I'm gonna need you here to help me work this out.
I'm gonna fuck the shit out of you.
So
that girl still can't walk.
That's right. She just texted me. The other girl texted me like, I got engaged today, but you know, if you decide you want to step up, I'm like, damn, baby, why'd you say yes?
That was the best dick she ever had in her life.
I ended up seeing the girl again about a year later at the bowling. Now, I didn't talk to that bartender because that was her friend for like 6 months. But anyways, we ended up getting cool. She's like, well, I seen her stripping, but we stripped at the bikini bar, so I never saw her get fully naked. Well, okay, well, that's that. We see her again, and I'm like, dude, you know, I sent my brother Chris to talk to her. Like, man, Chris, go ask this bitch why she would try to set me up like that. Like, why she wouldn't tell me to begin with. So he went over there, and Chris is drunk, and he's an asshole. He's like, hey, are you a man?
Shut up. Shut up.
And she's like, I can see why you would ask me that question because your brother over there probably, you know, had a bad situation, but let him know I'm all woman now.
Now.
I was like, all right, my nigga, cool. We gonna, I was up. Cool. She said she what? She all woman now?
Oh, good.
And I saw her again out with a dude, and I just said, well, you know, I'm gonna let them live. If she all woman now, he won. But I remember that was the baddest bitch I ever saw in my life. And come to find out that he was the baddest bitch I ever saw in my life. And so, you know, I had never, as much as I've been in Hollywood, I never really encountered that situation. You know, women say, well, like women usually knew where this story was going.
I knew.
Like minute
I knew
two.
there was no pussy.
Right.
I did.
Minute numbered, like as soon as I start the story, they're like, oh, it was a man. Like, damn, let me tell the story.
I knew, but I was still hoping DeRay was coming out. Like he was hanging out in another room. I was like, hey, what's up?
Right.
I was waiting. I was just waiting. I reached my hand up, and all of a sudden, DeRay was up there. Like, that's what I was hoping.
Well, that's funny stories with Ben. Give it up for Ben, yo.
Got me in here sweating, man.
Sweating. All right. So tell everybody where they can find you at and where they can reach you.
Oh, man. So look, first and foremost, I just want to say, hey, man, be who you want to be, love who you want to love.
Exactly.
I'm cool with everybody. You know what I'm saying? I got friends that's everywhere, and I don't disrespect nobody. It's just my preference. This is what my preference is, and there's no disrespect to that woman or however she wants to be identified as. You know what I'm saying? That's more power to her, and hope she's out here living a good life.
Okay. All of that for the No Me Too.
But also everybody out there respect the boundaries of myself.
Exactly.
You know? But so you can catch me. My nickname is Big Teflon from back when I was a rapper. So you can find me everywhere at BigTeflon. It's literally you can be on any social platform and type of Big Teflon. I got it locked on that.
Yes. When these open back up,
you can catch me at Chocolate Sundaes every Sunday at the Laugh Factory, 7 and 9 o'clock.
He's
and 12
also
and 10 and 11 o'clock on a 3-day weekend. But you can catch our virtual show at chocolatesundaes.com. We got a virtual show that we do every Sunday. We do our first impression show every Wednesday, and then we do a wind down show with DJ Psychic where he talks to other comedians and people in the comedy world about how music impacted their life and their career. And then also, what else do we have? And then we have a clubhouse that we do every Tuesday.
Yep, and you're also an amazing
graphic design. You got to do graphic design, marketing, consultant, anything you need, And if you just need a cool looking DeRay stand-in,
there you go.
If there's some checks involved,
you got it.
Maybe your budget doesn't hit you with the DeRay level. You know, for the straight to Netflix movie, I'm your guy. I'm right here.
Krissy, where can they find you at?
You can find me on Instagram at Krissy Go Bang.
Krissy Go Bang. Tom, where you at, Tom?
I got more scoots.com. I'm not playing. If you go to my IGotMoreScoots.com.
That is
Okay,
hysterical.
Lord.
I cannot wait to visit this website.
That's right. And always.
And you can always catch Truly at your local liquor store.
Hey, see, that's what I'm talking about.
Right.
Truly, this is the shit I drink all the time. We appreciate y'all sponsor. Yo, I'm Ocean Glapion. Again, like I told you guys earlier, you can get your Don't Worry About My Life shirts on my website. It'll be in the link. It'll be in the bio. You can always catch me on Instagram and all that good stuff at Ocean Live. And we always appreciate you guys coming and watching the show and listening to the show on Apple and on YouTube. Please subscribe and all that good stuff. Until next time, peace. Been amazing, man.
Appreciate
Thank you, fam.
brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, is that DeRay over there?